All right, today, a quickie. We talked yesterday about the notion of Tai Chi being described, the performance of Tai Chi being described as play. So when we're doing Tai Chi, we're playing Tai Chi. Well, that notion of play comes up a lot in some of the movement disciplines. There's a dance-like quality to them, and a little bit of kind of animated sense. And the two most applicable movements that we have in our arsenal right now are parting the horse's mane and fending off the monkey. So if you take the parting the horse's mane, you've got the step out, the hands part, and then we go through the process of getting back and resetting and then coming to the other side. But what if, instead of that mechanical reset, you just stepped through and did it in a walking motion? This is more like how it's actually done in 24 form Tai Chi. Now that takes you forward. The corresponding one, if you wanted to chain a couple of movements together, so we've come out, taken a couple of steps. Now what if we just go backwards? And then we have the variation of fending off the monkey, which looks very similar to the way that fending off the monkey is actually performed in the 24 form Yang style Tai Chi setting. Now, not limited to those two. Most of the movements that we have, you can alter in some way, either to make them easier to do for you, and our best example of that is probably Fair Lady Works at the Shuttle, because if you take a diagonal step out and you go to roll that ball so that your palms can push out, you may not have the hip mobility to make that turn and feel like you're doing the movement correctly. But if you cut that angle, clear out some space there, it's a little easier to move. Another one that we might think about is a single whip. So you're coming to making the hook with one hand and stepping out. That side step, that takes quite a bit of hip mobility to be able to pull off that side step cleanly. But we could make this look a little bit different by just making our hook stepping out at an angle and pushing. And then we can step up to it, turn, step up, push at an angle. And what that would give us a capability of doing is putting some flow into a movement that is very mechanical. So side step, and we're back here, side step, but we're resetting through everything. There's no flow to that. It's a nice movement, and it's great for balance, but it gets even better for balance when you add the concept of play to it, so flow to it. So make our hook, step a little forward and push, reset, step a little forward and push. So, as you're practicing at home, think about what you might do with each one of the movements, how you might make them a little bit different, a little bit easier for you, a little more fun for you. Things that are fun are more likely to get done. So, we will explore a little more play on Wednesday. Wednesday we'll also begin looking at a Qigong set that's also great for balance called the Smiling Heart sequence. It's a rewrite of an 18 form set we know as Shibashi. A little kinder, gentler, a little bit more flowing than the traditional Shibashi. And we'll have you learn that in conjunction with the 8 forms you already know, but not as something you have to memorize, just something you follow along to and flow. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Take care.